Hey friends, family, how are you guys doing? Here I am in my bedroom, and let's just have a post-Thanksgiving debrief. How weird was Thanksgiving 2 days ago for you? So the past few years I've been hosting and or co-hosting a Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day. Some people might call it a Friendsgiving, but since it's not all family, I still like to call it Thanksgiving because it's on the day of. And um, I have friends who range from on the extremes of we're all gonna die of COVID, so we need to protect ourselves. To I have no issues or concerns about COVID, and if I get sick, just let me get sick already. And then we also have the government regulations, which are no gatherings, personal gatherings at all, and friends who are like, I'm 100% in, and then the people who are like, I don't care what the government says, I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway, and I'm just going to practice safety from we can be together if we're going to eat outside to I don't care if we're together at all or not. And I just, we all know people who range the gamut and the spectrum and the range. And I definitely have friends on all sides of that. And so we had invited a few people over for Thanksgiving on Thursday, and we're making plans. And then, of course, Colorado came out with the moving to zone red, and they added a color of purple. So purple is like what we experienced as our red in the March, where you can't go out and drive unless you've got a note from your employer and stuff like that, shelter in place. And then red is just now like recommend we stay in, but grocery stores are still open, everything's still kind of open, just more limited capacity, except the really big difference is no social gatherings, because they're concerned that COVID-19 is spreading in small social gatherings, not necessarily at large scale events, because people are doing things to be safe at larger scale events like religious meetings and various things of that nature. And it just felt like a really weird Thanksgiving. What did you guys do? So we ended up having a half drive-by Thanksgiving, half eat outside Thanksgiving, partial I don't care, I'm hanging out inside Thanksgiving. And one of the people that came brought some food, but just dished up in our place and left and ate separately. And we did not try to zoom in on a call or anything like that, because that's just weird. You don't need to see me eating. I don't need to see you eating. And I hear you that you can have regular conversations, but it's not something I'm interested in. Neither were they, so we didn't do it. And then we ended up throwing a table out back, and we traced the sun, and 5 of us ate outside. And it was actually really fun and lovely, and it was nice being in the sun. Wish that we had the patio on the back, so we get the afternoon sun with the patio, but our patio only gets brief morning sunlight. It's great because it's covered, but not great because you don't get a lot of sun. And we didn't want to eat out where it wasn't sunny, because it was simply 40, 42-ish degrees, and definitely needed the sun. And then, of course, I'm 32 weeks pregnant, which is 8 months pregnant, which means I have 8 weeks left. So there's this myth that you're only pregnant for 9 months. And granted, the first month that you're pregnant, you don't usually even know that you're pregnant, the way they count things. So you're really pregnant like 10 months, but nobody knows that you're pregnant 10 months. Anyway, so I went on a walk with a friend, and I meal prepped, and I climbed up and down my stairs way more times than I have in recent months. And then by the end of the day, one of our friends stayed and watched a movie with us, and we just hung out. But I was exhausted. Oh man. And I didn't even realize how tired I was until I went to do like some Black Friday shopping the next day. And I got to the store and I'm like, my heart is pounding so fast. I'm so hot. I feel like I have a fever. Do I have COVID? And a friend texted me. She's like, how many days are you giving yourself to recover because you're pregnant? And I was like, oh yeah, recovery time. Totally forgot about recovery time. So anyway, that was an adventure. Hence, I didn't get this vlog out. I'm now 2 Fridays without posting. But, yeah, tell me about your Thanksgiving experiences. What did you do or didn't do? I'm so curious to hear how your day went and what you were up to, because it was just so different for us. It just felt really different. Granted, it worked out really well because we don't have like a serving table or a kitchen where you can serve the food and a place to eat the food. So the fact that we put all the food on the kitchen table and then we went outside to eat was really kind of nice because it separated the spaces. And then we had to lock the cat outside so she wouldn't eat the turkey on the table, because I know my cat and she likes turkey. She was starting to beg like an hour and a half into the turkey cooking, and I was like, you're not getting any. Go away, go outside, go play. And then I came up the stairs. She's like, Mom, I can't get inside. I don't know what to do. Do you still love me? It was great. She's such a sweetheart. She is outside playing. And we set up the Christmas tree also on Thursday night. I didn't really do much other than some fluffing, but my brother-in-law and husband put up the tree, which was great. And so we're trying to leave it up a few days to see how much the cat's going to play with it. I think once we put the ornaments on, the play is going to like triple. So that should be fun. We'll see what happens there. But anyway, I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to hit subscribe. And please drop a comment. Tell me what you guys did for your Thanksgiving. I'm so curious because this was just a weird year.